Let's move on to another type of question, which is the factorization type. How can we factorize the first one? Yes, excellent. We're going to separate the plus 3y squared into. So this 3y squared, we can make it as plus 5y squared minus 2y squared. So we're going to write this as 2y to the power of 4 plus 5y squared minus 2y squared minus 5. If we group the first two together, the common factor will be y squared, and then what's left inside the bracket will be 2y squared plus 5. And the other one, the variable must be positive, so we'll make a minus 1, and then it's 2y squared plus 5. The common bracket, we write it once, so it's 2y squared plus 5, and then the singles, the y squared minus 1, together in one bracket. Yes, excellent. The y squared minus 1, we can also factorize it as a difference of two squares. So the factorization for question 1 will be 2y squared plus 5 multiplied by y plus 1 times y minus 1. Question 2, how can we factorize this? As we always say, once there is a highest common factor, please don't forget to take it outside first. So here it's x, open bracket, 25x squared minus 10xy plus y squared. The bracket now is a perfect square trinomial, which will be 5x minus y all squared. Question 3. Yes, this is the difference between two squares. So these are the two brackets that we have. 4x squared minus 9 and 4x squared plus 9. The 4x squared, yes, can be factored more as 2x plus 3 times 2x minus 3 multiplied with 4x squared plus 9. Question 4. Yes, this is a sum of a binomial cube. How can we factorize this? It's x plus 4y multiplied by x squared minus 4xy plus 16y squared. Question 5. We're going to take the highest common factor as 3x power 3 y squared. What's left inside is 4y squared plus x squared. For question 6, this is the difference of two squares, as it will be the two brackets that we'll have will be 5 minus bracket 2x plus 1 and 5 plus bracket 2x plus 1. So this one will be 5 minus 2x minus 1 multiplied by 5 plus 2x plus 1. We're going to continue the answer up here. So it will be negative 2x plus 4 multiplied with 2x plus 6. If you take the common factor outside here as negative 2, it will be x minus 2. And here another common factor as 2, it will be x plus 3. If you multiply the 2 by the negative 2, it will be negative 4 x minus 2 multiplied by x plus 3. Exercise number 5. Using the difference between two squares to evaluate. How can we evaluate this? For number 1, it's 23.5 plus 18.5 multiplied by 23.5 minus 18.5. If you do your simple calculations, this will be 42 multiplied by 5, which is 210. Question 2. As difference between two squares, 26.18 plus 23.82 multiplied by 26.18 minus 23.82. If you multiply the two brackets together, this will be 50 multiplied by 2.36, which is easily as 118. Let's move now to exercise number 6, is how to find the solution set of these equations. When we move the 4x inside here, it will be x squared minus 4x equals 0. Take x as a common factor, so it's x minus 4 equals 0. Then x is equal to 0, and x minus 4 is equal to 0. Then x equals 4. So for question 1, the solution set is 0 and 4. Question 2, if we expand this, it will be x squared minus 2x plus 1 equals 0. Make your two brackets x minus 1 and x minus 1. So in this case, x minus 1 is equal to 0. So x is equal to 1. So the solution set is only 1. For question 3, we cross multiply. So x times x minus 1 equals 8 times 7. So x squared minus x equals 56. So x squared minus x minus 56 equals 0. To solve this one, we need to factorize. So it's x minus 8 times x plus 7. So x equals 8 or x equals negative 7. So for question 3, the solution set is 8 and negative 7. Exercise number 7, it's a word problem. The question says, the ratio between two positive numbers is 2 to 3. Once we have it as ratio, we say that let the two numbers be 2x and 3x. And their product is more than twice the greater one by 12. Their product means 2x multiplied by 3x is equal to the greater one, which is 3x, is equal to twice the greater one plus 12. The greater one for sure is 3x, and twice means 2 times. So in this one, 6x squared equals 6x plus 12. As a normal equation, we move everything here to the other side. So 6x squared minus 6x minus 12 equals 0. We can easily divide the whole equation by 6. So it will become x squared minus x minus 2 equals 0. To factorize this, to find the value of x, so x minus 2 and x plus 1 equals 0. So x equals 2 or x equals negative 1. As long as the question said two positive numbers, so the negative one will be rejected. If x equals 2, then the two numbers are 2 times 2, which is 4, and 3 times 2, which is 6. So the two numbers are 4 and 6. Let's now go to the evaluation part. The question says, factorize each of the following algebraic expression completely. We're going to think of grouping by taking the GCF in the first one. So the HCF here is x squared. What's left is x plus 2. And then here the HCF is negative a squared. What's left is x plus 2. The common bracket, we write it once, x plus 2, and then the singles x squared minus a squared. Yes, excellent. X squared minus a squared will be factored as x plus a times x minus a. For question 2, the middle term is 2 times x squared times 2. So the middle term is 4x squared. To factorize this, we're going to add the middle term and then subtract the middle term. As a perfect trinomial, it's x squared plus 2 all squared minus 2x all squared. So to do this one, it will be x squared plus 2 minus 2x and x squared plus 2 plus 2x. For question number 3, we're going to group, taking the HCF of the first one, which is y times x plus 6, and for the second one, the HCF is 5, and then what's remain is x plus 6. The common bracket, we write it once, and then we collect the singles as y plus 5. Let's move on to question B. Question B says the length of rectangle is more than its width by 3. So we can say that the length is the width plus 3. And also it's given that its area is 28 centimeters squared. Once the area, so length times width is 28. So I can replace the length by w plus 3. Multiplied by w is 28. So w squared plus 3w equals 28. If you move the 28 inside here, so we have an equation w squared plus 3w minus 28 is equal to 0. If you factorize this to find the value of w plus 7 and w minus 4 equals 0. So w equals negative 7 or w equals 4. As long as w represents the length of the width, so there is no length with a negative sign. So the length of the width is 4. We can substitute w by 4 to find L. So L is 4 plus 3, which is 7. The question here wants you to find the perimeter. So the perimeter is 2 times length plus width, 2 times length plus width, so it is 22 centimeters long. At this point, dear students, we reached the end of our revision session. Thank you very much and wishing you best of luck.